this is Jim again with Jim's Garage Toys, and this is the third and final segment that I'm doing on my road trip that I did back in April. So this one will be documenting the time that I left. I just went by Hoover Dam, and so I decided to drive around Lake Mead. I'd never done that before, but drive around the north side of Lake Mead and go north up through Nevada and then up through Oregon and back home into Washington. So I'd never done that before, so drove some new roads. And so this is some videos and pictures that I took from that journey. If you got any questions or anything on the trip, feel free to holler and ask in comments and stuff like that in the comment section, and I'll try to get back to everybody. And in the meantime, I appreciate you if you like it, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to record this. At one point, this has actually been quite a bit underwater. You can see how far down the water level is currently. Wow. This is crazy. Yeah. So this was the boat dock for many, many, many years. Then it looks like an extension was made here. Pretty big extension, actually. Wow. Very, very sad. You can see a little hint of where the water was still wet, kind of like there's a little pool of it here. Wow. Man, this is a lot of concrete they poured to extend as the lake has gone down over the years. Wow. Wow. Crazy. So you can see the water level, where it was, way up there. Way above us, and it's still quite a bit down below us. Wow. Just goes to show how much water it would take to fill up this lake. I think it's only at about 30% full right now. Wow. Need some serious rain and snow in the mountains to fill this sucker up. Getting ready to go through the Valley of Fire State Park here in Nevada. Beautiful shot up there. Man, this really does sound good and idle. Got such a nice deep throaty sound. And then we're going up through that way. Just came from that direction. Lake Mead is right down over there, over the rise there. So let's get going. Here I am at Great Basin National Park, over 8,500 feet elevation, and we're looking at Mount Wheeler, which is over 13,000 feet high, and you can actually hike it, but a little early in the season still. There's still a lot of snow up there, unfortunately. The road is right around the corner here, and it is closed after this point, so Haven't opened it up any further. Too bad. But there's too much snow up beyond here, they said. And even though the road, oh yeah, there's a little snow on the road even right there, but imagine it gets worse quickly. So, beautiful shot though. I am at the Nevada-Utah border on US Highway 50, and it is affectionately known as America's loneliest road. Time magazine said that way back in the 80s, and it really stuck. And it is a quiet stretch of road, that's for sure. There's Mount Wheeler, covered in snow. All the mountains still have snow on them. So, and around here, there's the Utah sign right there. Leads you into Utah further. Next service is 88 miles, so not much. Back to this. So I will be driving Highway 50 from east to west, crossing through the state today, and we'll see what kind of interesting things we can find along the way for this. There's a lot. I can't remember how many mountain passes we go over. Highway 50 has got a lot of them, and I will try to stop and take a picture of every one at the top of the pass. So I don't expect to see a lot of that, as in traffic, on this drive. Let's hit the road. So I am on Connors Pass on Highway 50, elevation 7722, second pass I've driven. In the distance there is Mount Wheeler, and I was on the other side of that just a little bit ago, getting close-up shots of it. Pass I've gone over. Sacramento Pass was the first one. There's Connors Pass, and I do believe this is the highest pass of all of them on US 50. So we'll continue westward. Here I am at Hotel Nevada. Landmark here in Nevada. They actually have a walk of fame here for people who stayed here. Charlie Bride, Nick Thompson, Mickey Rooney, Gary Cooper, Jimmy Stewart, Chris Garman, Brisbane, Wayne Newton, there's one, President Lyndon B. Johnson, Senator Harry Reid, Ben Reid, oh, Stephen King. That's cool. I am at Sand Mountain Recreation Area on the loneliest highway in America, but I imagine that there are times where this place is packed. There's only 3 people camping here right now, but you can see tracks running all over the dunes. I wonder how tall that thing is. That is a massive sand mountain right there. It just keeps getting smaller and smaller, and then way over here on this side there's a lot smaller dunes, and they keep trailing down. But oh my gosh, absolutely mind-blowing. How fun that would be with the right vehicle. This is what I love about traveling in the wide open West. Nothing really out here. Kind of makes you realize how insignificant we are as a single individual. No hustle and bustle, snow-capped mountains everywhere. Wide open, empty roads. This is amazing. Alright, this is Highway 140 in northern Nevada, and I'm headed westbound. So we'll continue down this path. I just had another jet he came right over me. He was so low. I felt like I could have touched him. I wish I'd gotten that. That was awesome. So I just turned onto this stretch of 140 in northern Nevada, westbound, which I've never traveled before. And I do love when two-lane back roads are still a good speed. Speed limit here is 70 miles an hour. And so you can make very good time. And of course, when there's no traffic, what's not to pick up the pace a little bit more, right? Use it to your advantage. So we'll see what this road has to offer up ahead. So, coming up on a pass, and you can see how the road takes a little jaunt to the right and then curves back to the left and cuts right across the mountain. Kind of cool. I love seeing that from a distance when I'm out here in the middle of kind of nowhere. So, should be getting pretty close to the Oregon border too. This is kind of running, I'm going west, and it's kind of running parallel to the Oregon-Nevada border. So, get ready to head up the hill. Whoa, a little bumpy there. So, I cross into Oregon at the Nevada-Oregon border, and there's going back into Nevada. And the first thing that I'm greeted with when I come into Oregon is that the speed limit's 55 instead of 70. Same road, but boy, what a vast difference in how the two states look at driving in the middle of nowhere. So, not that there's any traffic or any cops out here, but but man, some beautiful country. Just I can see are cows. So, some snow still back up there. And we'll go ahead and spin around and head north or west. One thing I always notice when I get back to the northwest is all of a sudden I see big trees. So I'm traveling a lot of the west. There's a lot of small scrub oak type trees, but not big trees. So it's always nice to get back into this area and see the beauty of the trees. Plenty of snow still up on the hills here at 5,700 feet. close to Lake Mead, Oregon. About 10 miles from there or so. And we'll head north from there. So, beautiful country. Never driven through this area. Been through Lake Mead before, but not from this direction. I am just north of Lakeview, Oregon on US 395, and I was coming across this lake that was supposed to be this huge lake, and you can see how small it is in comparison. I mean, in the horizon you can see where it stretches, and it was supposed to start miles back that way. I went at least 2 miles, maybe 3, before I started catching the edge of the water. And you can see, normally it goes all the way just down the hill here, and that would be the water level. Man, scary how low the level is here, as it is all over the west. Well, back in Oregon, northern Oregon now, and one thing that is so nice to see again are clouds. Gosh, I really didn't see any clouds in New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, all those states. It was pretty just sunny, clear skies, and that's fine, and the temperatures weren't hot, which is nice, but God, it gets boring. I love seeing clouds. They just add so much texture to the sky and to the trip. I mean, just look at how the clouds look. They just look so cool. So, always feels good to get back up and see clouds. And I'll be getting up into the trees very quickly. Have some serious wind turbine action going on here. You see it all the way around me, as far as I can see over there. These farm mountains are actually Washington, and then all the way over on this side too. That's a lot of turbines spinning. Electricity. Still only a small percentage of what we need though.